Hello everybody, it's Kathy, and thank you for coming back to my channel. I'm here for a quick tutorial on these cute little folio thingamabubbies I'm making for my journals, and I thought you might be interested. I learned how to do these from RobinDudleyHowes channel, and I simplified it a little bit and adapted it for my journals, and I'll show you what I did. If you're interested, stick around after you see what I'm talking about. This is just a journal that I'm just finishing up, and these are what I'm talking about, these kind of folio fold-outs, and they have an envelope on the front. They fold out to reveal a couple of pockets, a pocket at the top, and here's a little bag. This is a pocket with a tag pocket in the middle and two mini envelopes, and this is just a decoration. Okie doke, so I'm going to show you how to do this. It shouldn't take long. That's one that I did, and here are a few others that I've done as well. And the reason I have like so many of them, because I've tried 4 times to make this video, but my phone stopped partway through each time to tell me that I didn't have enough storage. So I did another one thinking that I had enough storage the next time after I took off some apps and some music, and sure enough, I didn't. And therefore, I've made 3 of these, which is okay. I can use them in other journals. I think they're so beautiful and go nicely in your journals. Okie doke. Let's go over the materials you will need. You will need 2 pieces of double-sided cardstock, and that is cut down to 8.5 inches by 10.5 inches. So 2 pieces of double-sided cardstock, 8.5 by 10.5. 1 piece of cardstock, 5 by 5 inches. 1 piece of cardstock, 6 by 6 inches. You'll need 1 brad. Then you'll need scissors, paper trimmer, glue, ribbon, or actually lace, ribbon for the tag, ink if you choose, a hole punch, and a circle punch as well. Okie doke. So I'm going to start out with my 2 pieces of cardstock that I have pre-cut already. And then we're going to score them. You need a scoreboard. And here's your score measurements. You're going to score at 4 1/4 inches, 6 1/4 inches, and 8 1/4 inches. 4 1/4, 6 1/4, and 8 1/4. Okie doke. So I'll pull out my scoreboard, and you're going to put the 10-inch side up against the top of your scoreboard. Okay, so your 10-inch side is this way, your 10.5-inch side is this way, your 8.5-inch side is this way. We're going to score it at 4 1/4, 6 1/4, and 8 1/4. Remember to be gentle with your cardstock, as sometimes it can crack. Okay, you're going to do the exact same thing on this side. 4 1/4, 6 1/4. Let me go over 4 1/4 again. 4 1/4, 6 1/4, and 8 1/4. And You won't need your scoreboard anymore, at least I didn't. I just folded what we need to fold at another time by hand. Okay, the next thing you're going to do is you have your two pieces. You have a large panel and 3 smaller panels on each piece. Next thing we need to do is mark some points in pencil and a ruler you'll need. I didn't tell you you needed that. And you're going to put the large panel on your left-hand side, and we're going to measure over, and these are your measuring points, 4.5 inches from the top left on this first sheet and 2.25 inches from the bottom right. So I'll show you what I mean, jelly beans. Okie doke. So 4.5, and then just make a little mark up at the top, and then 2.25 from the bottom. Two and a quarter. And I'm going to move that over to the edge there. And then you're going to take your ruler, and on the edge of the top, you're going to put your pencil or pen, preferably pencil, and draw a line to your 2.25 inch spot on the bottom, okay? You're going to do almost the same thing on the other side, but you're going to have the larger panel on your right side. So the right side, and then the 3 little sides are on your left. The right side has the larger panel, okay? And you're going to measure from the top, from this side, from the right side to the left, 4.5 inches. And the bottom left up, 2.25 inches. And again, I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to draw a line connecting the 2 points. Okie doke. You will not need your ruler again. The next thing you want to do is take your scissors and cut that corner off, following your pencil line. Okay, you can save that piece in case you end up using it another time. And you're going to do the same thing on the other sheet. Cut that corner off. And then I'm going to erase any lines that are left over. Okay, now you have 2 pieces. Let's fold them. You're going to fold toward the center. Actually, you're going to fold towards the large piece. Fold back and fold forward. I like my plain paper on my double-sided cardstock being on the outside, just so the prettiness kind of peeks through. You can do it however you choose. On the other piece, you fold towards the larger piece, away from the larger piece, and towards the larger piece. So you end up with 2 pieces that look like this. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue one piece on top of the other at the center large, whatever you call that. This part, we're going to glue that together. But before we do, I want to put a notch in it because we're going to make this a large pocket. So I'm going to take out my circle punch, which I forgot to do. And this is a 1-inch circle punch. And I'm going to cut a notch, try to get it as centered as I can. And if you don't have one of these circle punches, what you can do, I'll show you how to do it on this. You can simply cut a V. And your V could serve as a notch in your sheet. So don't worry about going out to buy a circle punch if you don't have one. Okay? Next thing we're going to do is we're going to glue this flap on top of the larger flap. And let me get my glue out, find which one works the best. We're going to glue along the sides, the bottom, not the top, obviously. And that'll do that. Whoop. And I went whoops because if you wanted to ink up your stuff, you probably should do it before you glue it together. So I'm going to do it now because I do want to put some ink on here. And I'm using black soot from Tim Holtz. I like using black on pinks and light colors. I just think they look pretty. I don't do it to make it look aged. I do it just to give it definition. Let me see if I can go around this notch a little bit. Come on. There we go. Okay. Whoop. Sorry for that. I live down in Miami and it has been raining. It always rains in the summer in Miami, usually after like 3 o'clock in the, you know, and then it stops and we have sunniness. But it's been raining for over a week now. We do get a couple, maybe a couple hours, you know, in the morning where there might be some sun, but not much. And I have a little dog that's petrified of thunder and lightning. And he goes crazy. Trying all sorts of herbs and things. It's getting a little better. I tried some hemp oil and that has helped. Okie doke. Alrighty. Okay, now that we've done that, it's going to look like this. Make sure before we go on that you crease your score lines, your folds really crisply. Because you don't want it, it's going to add bulk to your journal anyway, but this will minimize it a little bit. Cover up my cut there. Okay, so now we have this, and what I want to do next, as I did on this one, I want to put the lace along the edges. And you'll notice on this one, the lace at the top is glued on the inside. The lace in the middle is glued on the outside. The lace at the bottom is glued on the inside. So that's how we want to do that. So I have some lace here. And I'm going to open it up, measure it out. Cut it off. We're going to cut it times 2. There's one for the other side as well. And let me give you the measurements on this piece. It is 2.5 inches for the top piece. Then the middle piece, I go here. I'm not a measurer, as you can see. I'm called the lazy crafter. That's the middle, and the middle piece is 3 inches. And then the bottom piece is there. And we'll cut 2 of those as well. And the bottom piece is, it's about 3¼ inches. So this was 2.5, 3, and 3¼ Now let's glue it on. Remember the top ones were glued on the inside. And we want them just peeking over the top. And I'm going to go ahead and glue the bottom ones because we have it open. And they go on the inside as well. And that goes right there. Okay. And then, whoa, didn't put that up as much. Then, yeah, pretty, isn't that pretty how it comes out? Then we'll glue the middle ones on this side. Oh, this one was just a tad. I have to cut off the little tip so it folds. It allows the fold to close. And this side, also on the outside. And this as well. Cut that tip off, edge off, the corner off is what I'm trying to say. It's easier for you to say. Okay. Needs a little more glue. I always use this art glitter glue. It dries very quickly, and I actually use it on fabric too. It works well on fabric. I like it better than the Fabri-Tac. Okay, so that's how that looks. Isn't that pretty? And I see I'm a little long on this side too. So let me trim that corner off. There we go. Okay. So you'll notice one side goes on top of the other side. Whichever side you choose, the one on top is the side that you're going to attach your envelope to. And when I say envelope, the envelope here. And it's going to attach with a little paper strip. First, we're going to make the envelope, and the envelope is made from your 5x5 piece of paper. Now, I'm using a Memory Keeper's envelope punch, and according to the directions, a 5x5 piece of paper yields a 2x3.5 inch gift card size envelope, and we score at the 2-inch line. So in case you've never used one of these and have one, there's measurements along the top left. You find 2 inches. You line up the edge of your paper to that 2-inch mark. You punch it, and then you take your bone folder and put it right up against the edge of the little notcher, and then you put a score line in. Then you turn it so that the score line meets this little piece here. You don't have to worry about the numbers anymore. You notch it and you score it. You turn it, line up again, notch it, score it, and one last time, you notch it and you score it. And on the other side of this, it has the little rounder for the edge of your flaps. And that's that. You won't need, if you have this, you don't need it anymore. And if you don't have one of these and you're just making your envelope regularly without cheating like I did, you can just take a square piece of paper and fold the sides in. You can clip it like this. And there's lots, if you go online, there's lots of templates that you can find to make your envelopes. Okay, so we're going to fold it. Going to put some glue here. And we're going to close it up. You want to make sure that your envelope has, the glue didn't go anywhere it wasn't supposed to go. Fold over your top. And there you have your envelope. And our envelope is going to go right here. And we're going to center it. But what we need first, we need a little strip of paper. And I'm going to take it from, I'm actually going to use this side. And I'm simply cutting a strip that's almost the length of the side of your envelope. So let me go over to the edge. And your strip is going to be about 3/4 to an inch wide. Large enough so you can fold it in half. Okay, so we have a little strip like this. And the reason I'm cutting it in the same color paper as this, as the base, so it doesn't show as much when we turn the journal. That made absolutely no sense. When we turn or open the envelope. Okay, so you want to make sure your envelope is facing in the right direction. So it is. Down. Then we're going to glue this in place. Just like that. Then we're going to take glue and put it on this side. So there's no glue on this side, glue on this side, and we're going to take our envelope and we're going to open the flap up, and we want to center it on this. So I'm going to take it, and that looks centered, and press it down. Make sure you didn't get glue where it wasn't supposed to go. Make sure you can still fold your envelope, which I can't, so I made it a little too large. So I'm going to need to trim it just a tad. Okay. And that's going to go over. I want to make sure it's still sticking. I'm going to brandish it. Okay. So we can open and close it. Now I need something that's going to hold it closed. So what I've done, you'll see here, is I had a large butterfly that I put a hole in a brad through, and that holds it closed. So I'm going to do the same thing. I don't have any more butterflies, but I'm going to see what I have. I think I have some flowers I can use. Nope. That doesn't work. Let's see what I have. Oh, this might be cute. No. Let's see if I have something a little smaller. I spy something. I think this will work. What do you think? Oh, I wish I could hear you through my camera. That would be cool. But I think this will work well. So if I poke it here, then we'll be able to lift it all the way up. Okay, so that sounds good to me. So I want to make sure when I'm putting the brad through and the hole that it doesn't go off the side too much, that I'm putting it in the right place. So I'm going to take my hole punch. And there I go. Let me find my brad. These are all my little things I was going to possibly use. I know there's a brad in here. Let's see. There we go. So a little brad. We stick it through here. Stick it through here. Close the brad up. Oh, I did want to, let's open the brad back up. I wanted to ink that. I need a little bell that goes off and reminds me to ink stuff because I'm always putting it back on. Do you have that problem? Always forgetting. Okay, take 2. And I wanted to ink this up. Naturally, I forgot that as well. Okay. So let's see how this one works. We're going to put that there. There. And close it up. And that'll do it. The next thing we're going to do is, I want the little, now you can have your little folder thing so that it opens up fully. I'm going to make it so that it only opens up like this because I'm going to glue these and make pockets. So I'm going to put some glue here, a little higher, and make a pocket. And the same thing over here. And make a pocket. Okay. Oh, come on, baby. That's okay. Next, open it up again. I'm trying to figure out the best way to open this up. I guess like that. Okay. I'm going to put something in the envelope. I had a little piece of paper, and all I'm putting in is some little piece of paper to write on. I put a little sticker on it. What I do with the stickers, let's see if I have them. I buy digital, these little tickets or domino things, and I print them out onto clear sticker paper that I get off of Amazon. You get about 50 sheets, and I want to say it was like $7. You have to, they have several prices, so you have to look for the most inexpensive one. And I print it out on my printer, and then you can make your own stickers. You don't have to buy them. And you can decorate your paper a little bit. And let's see, hopefully this fits in here. And it just gives some interest other than always, of course that doesn't fit. So I'm going to have to fold it a little smaller. I'm having a problem. Okay. No harm, no foul. I normally wouldn't do it like this, but that's what it is what it is. Okay. There we go. So that can fold down. Okay, next thing we have to do is we're going to put a pocket in the center. And as on this one, I have a pocket, and then I have a pocket tag we're going to make. So for your pocket, that's where your You just need a scrap of paper. I'm going to use this bright pink one. And I didn't put this in the materials list, and I apologize. But you can take it from your scraps that you cut, or just take another sheet, which is what I did because I liked this color. And I'll tell you how large it is. It is 1, 2, 3, 4 1/4 by 1, 2, 3, 3 1/2. I'm going to cut a notch in it. I'm going to ink the edges. And I'm going to glue it. Glue it and put it. Making sure I'm not going over any of the fold lines. Okay, so we have the pocket. I want to put my bone folder in there to make sure it's not sticking anywhere that it shouldn't be. Next, we're going to make the pocket tag that goes inside of this. And all you do is you take your 6x6 piece of paper and you fold it in half, just like that. Crease it very crisply. And you can go ahead and glue, well, we won't glue it yet. You're going to fold it in half again, but don't crease it. We're just folding it so we can cut it to make it look like a tag. And doing that, we're just cutting a small triangle off the edge, just like that. Then we're going to take our hole punch. Where's my hole punch? And we're only punching one side. We're punching the front. This isn't a hole punch. And I'll punch a hole right in the center there. Grab a piece of ribbon to put through it. Those of you who have Tuesday mornings around you, the one by me is going out of business. I feel so bad for the employees. They're so sweet. But they're having a 30% off so far, all the craft items. So if you're interested and you have one near you, go for it. Okay, we're going to close this up, gluing it on one side and at the bottom, just like that. Get it off my fingers. And now what we want to do is we want to put a little belly band across it. And I'm going to do the belly band. Am I going to do it in the same? Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to do it in a solid color because the envelopes I'm putting in it are printed cardstock. And I'm going to make it a little thick. Ink this up. Put it right here. Okay, next, I have some little envelopes that I've made, and our little envelopes are simply a strip of paper that I fold up about every inch or so, and then fold down the top as a flap. I fold it, but don't crease it. Cut off a little bit to make it look like an envelope, just like that. Then I want to crease this really well, burnish it really well, because this is also adds thickness. And on this one, I want a little belly band here. And I'm doing it out of the same paper as the envelope. So it doesn't stick out that much. The only way you'll really see it is because I'm putting this ink on it. And what's nice about these, it's a little kind of cute little place for folks to write. I first saw these on Carol Tinson's site. If you don't know Carol Tinson's site, she's the Crafty Emporium, but on YouTube you just have to put in Carol Tinson and you'll find her. She's got wonderful ideas. Okay, next, this little one, just a little piece of tissue paper. I did the same thing too. And this is going to go in the belly band. Let me make sure I can get the belly band open. It's going to go just like that. And I'm going to put a little flower there, if I can find it. Yeah. I love these little flowers. You can always find them at Hobby Lobby. Okay, all of these next go into this one. And they just stick out the top a little bit. Just like that. Actually, I'm going to make it so that, there we go. Goes like that. And then this fits into the center pocket. Isn't that cute? Okay. So on either side here, I have some options. I always like to use flowers as kind of clusters to tuck stuff under. The little gold ball fell off. How dare it? I should have another flower in here. Thought I had 3. Huh. I'm going to glue the little gold ball down. Whoop. It's glued to my finger. Got to put a lot of glue on there. It'll dry clear. Let me see if I can find the other. Here it is. Oh, I just knocked it off. Dodo brain. So I'm going to put these 3 little flowers, I think. It might be too much. There's one. There's 2. There's 3. And then, no, put those over here, put this over here. In a moment, I need something to go in under my flowers. Well, it keeps sticking to my finger. I have to let that dry. Let's see what else I have to go under here. Well, we'll worry about that in a minute. Over on this side, what I'm going to put is, let me move that, is, I was thinking of putting something like this inside. No. Maybe I'll just make this into a bookmark. Because it's so pretty. Into a bookmark. And how can I keep that in place? Something different. No. That doesn't really go. Now does it? Let's see what I've got. I can take another piece of lace and make a little belly band. What do you think? I think I'm going to have to do it this way. Well, there's so little room here. I'm going to have to make this a little thinner around the corners. Whoops. And add a little string. Okay. And now we can add our little belly band of lace. And that's going to cut right here. And we're going to put a little dab will do you here. Little dab will do you there. There and there. Oh. Gonna need more glue. More glue, please. Let's see. It would help if it was straight now, wouldn't it? Okay. And then this can flip right inside. I want to put it. Ay, Dios mío. Even though I'm not Hispanic, I have quite a vocabulary in Espanol. That's what I love about living in Miami. It's so diverse. So many cultures. Okay. That look okay? We need the little thing to go here. I'm going to ink up these little cards. And we'll plop that there. And I think there was another one. I'm going to go back and put some tracing paper on the back that folds out. Okay. Now we still need something for our big pocket. So I'm aching to use these flowers, you know that. And we need something for in here. That won't do. But I do have this cute mason jar card that I can cut to go into our little envelope here, our little tag. Ink it up. And that can go right in here. And then we need something for up there. Something, something. I wanted to use this, but I didn't. Well, let's see. What do I have? For right now, it's going to be this, because I don't have my other stuff right with me. Actually, this is a little crooked. Okay, so we'll put that up there for now. I'll have to remember to go back and change it, because I don't like putting two of the same things. Okay, I was going to try to plop something back here. Okay, let's see how this closes. It doesn't, because I didn't take into consideration the fold. That's okay. We're going to fold it and press it down. Fold it. Close it up. And there we have it. So, kind of fun and easy to make. You can decorate it however you choose. So let's see what we did. We have this closure here that opens up to a envelope with something to write on. We have 2 pockets with 2 little cards you can write on the back. And we can open it up, and we have a bookmark that you can write on the back that happens to be stuck on. There we go. We have a cluster of flowers that you can use as a small tuck spot. Then we have a pocket with a tag pocket and a large pocket at the top. So it's a fun little addition to your journals. And I hope you try to make it or make it. It's a lot of fun. And if you have any questions, let me know. And if you feel like it, I'd love for you to give me a like. And if you're not a subscriber, I'd love to have you subscribe. Let me know what you'd like to see. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day. Bye.